How about this quick one? Text the word snow to 208-424-9300 if you want tickets to the Idaho Snowmobile Show next weekend at the Ford Idaho Center. A week from today, Prater, we will be at the Ford Idaho Center at the Idaho Snowmobile Show. Good stuff. We'll talk with Ryan Dinwiddie this hour as he tries to win his second Grey Cup in a 3-year span. Maybe your favorite former Boise State football quarterback. We'll take your calls. It's Friday night, Prater. Got a big weekend. A lot of people headed home to watch a Mike Tyson fight tonight.
Nice.
You got Boise State football tomorrow, and then you got Boise State basketball in a major non-conference matchup on Sunday morning. Weekends are packed for the Boise sports fan, man. Good stuff.
Let's do it.
Can Ashton Jeanty, let's get right on it, and you guys have been waiting to call all show. Now is the time. We're going to talk Heisman Trophy. That's it. Can Ashton Jeanty still win the Heisman? What does he have to do? What needs to happen? 208-424-9300. We're heading into week 12. Think about how quick this season is going. There are 3 weeks left, plus a Mountain West Conference championship game you assume, I guess, they'll play in, and then they're going to get at least one postseason game after that, Prater. But does Ashton, in your opinion, does he have to go win the Heisman? Is this part of it? He's still got to go get it? Or is it more like he's got to defend and he's got to kick people off of him coming after it?
Yeah, definitely not the latter. He's not defending it, but he's definitely going to have to go off and get it. But you'd say the same about all 3 of those guys. So, I think this is wide open. You hit it right on the head when you laid out the schedule. There's a whole month of football to be played before this is decided. The Heisman Trophy will not be – votes aren't due until the Monday after the championship game. So it'll be due that Monday. So the championship game weekend will count for whoever's participating of the contenders. Certainly bowl games and postseason games after that will not count. I think the deadline's about 2 or 3 o'clock that Monday afternoon. So, and then probably by Tuesday they'll announce a finalist. They always break the finalists down into is there a natural voting gap between like 3 and 4 or 4 and 5 in terms of the votes? So there's no doubt it's going to be a 4-man race going into New York City right now. But I've said all along, guys, the Heisman Trophy is one of the most flaky, fluid awards in the history of football. You cannot be a contender in November, and by the end of November, a guy like O'Rourke, the quarterback out of Indiana, could sneak in and win this thing. It's that kind of a crazy award. I'm not predicting that to happen, nor do I think that that's going to happen. In this particular case, I think we've got the 4 finalists. We've got the 4 that everybody wants to talk about. Travis Hunter, to me, is more than just the odds-on favorite. I truly believe if the award was to be given today, Travis Hunter would win it. But that doesn't mean that Ashton Jeanty can't go out and get it. That doesn't mean Ashton Jeanty can't go out and win it. I think that he's close. He's close. He has to finish the way he started, though, if he wants to make this thing a no-brainer. And right now, it's not a no-brainer.
Yeah, what do you guys think on that? I mean, I know we're giving the award out in a month, but if they was given out today, is this Travis Hunter's Heisman? Call 208-424-9300. This is our Dollar Loan Center video segment as well. So shout out to everybody watching this thing on YouTube. Again, call 208-424-9300.
And no way am I predicting today if this award, because I'm not sure who I want to vote for, and I'm going to wait for this month to play out, so I have no preconceived notions. I don't want to have. No, I don't think the CFP should be doing polls for 6 consecutive weeks. I think they should be doing polls for 1 or 2 weeks. And I like to look at my numbers late in November, right around Thanksgiving time. So I have no idea who I'm voting for. And I'm not, when I say that if the vote was today, if the award was announced today, I'm talking about 950 voters and how they would vote. And I think that they would jump on the popularity contest and give it to Travis Hunter. So I'm not saying who I would vote for. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm automatically going to vote for Ashton Jeanty. There's a month to be played. I need to see how it plays out.
Can Jeanty win the Heisman still? Do you expect him to win the Heisman? 208-424-9300. And what are you rooting for to happen? Like for Ashton Jeanty to win the Heisman? I'll tell you this, get Travis Hunter or Shedeur Sanders out of the Big 12 championship game. Make them off that week so they are not playing when Ashton Jeanty gets to. I think there's a lot of these little factors. If you limit the opportunity that a guy can have a terrific game, and those, everybody are watching those games because there's only 5 games on all day. Stuff like that, I think, needs to fall into Ashton's place. But
also, although that could also backfire on you. It's like the guy that loses the conference championship, or the guy that finishes third in the conference doesn't play in the conference championship game, and then he's ready to pounce when somebody loses. So, I mean, depending on how that weekend shakes out, if Travis Hunter goes in as the favorite that weekend and he didn't qualify for the championship game and the other three fall on their butt, sometimes those things can backfire.
Yeah. I mean, I still think this is Jeanty. I still think Jeanty's the best in the country.
That's the totally different question.
I still think
totally different question.
He's had the best year. He's the most outstanding. I think this is his award. Hunter has not done enough to prove it to me, other than that he does play both ways, which is spectacular. But man, I think Jeanty still has another month too.
Yeah, they all do.
He can add several more of these splash runs. I think he can get this thing back.
If he has the month that he's had the past month,
it would be that's interesting, because he's had a great month, but there's not a lot of splash, right?
Not a lot of touchdowns, not a lot of splash, not a lot of video highlights. I mean, he's cranking out the yards. He's doing great things. And I don't want this to turn into an Ashton Jeanty. This is not an Ashton Jeanty bashing segment. Yes, he's got a chance to win it. Yes, he's right there. Yes, I'd love to vote for him. Yes, I'll be watching him very closely. But again, Travis Hunter is the odds-on favorite. Travis Hunter would win it today. Let's see how this sucker plays out. And it's not about who has the best season ball game. You're a smart sports fan. This is a popularity contest.
And I think Jeanty's the most popular player.
No, Travis Hunter is.
Really?
Travis Hunter is.
You really
Come on,
think
dude.
that? Yeah.
Across the nation, yes. Come on. He's got the prime effect. He's got the Big 12 effect.
Yes.
He's got the Power 4 effect.
Yeah.
He's been on national TV 3 consecutive weeks. High profile stuff. Yeah, ball game he is. I don't like it. I'm not saying snap count should matter. It should be a slice of the pie. It shouldn't be the whole pie. And unfortunately, they're judging him based on that whole pie. He's a good wide receiver. He's a really good wide receiver. He's a good cornerback. He can play both sides. I just don't think that, that's not what the nation is looking at. They like the sizzle and the big story, and Travis Hunter's that, and hopefully Ashton Jeanty crushes him over this next month.
They like the 500 plus whatever. What is it? The snaps.
He's over 1,000.
I mean, I'm not 1,000, not 500. Where'd I come up with that number?
He's got 1,000. He's got 500 on each side.
That's what it is. Yeah. I mean, he plays, he participates, and he's really good. I mean, you look at his numbers. He's not iconic with stats, but whatever.
He's iconic for kind of what he's doing.
For what he's doing. He plays both sides of the ball. He's up and he's got good stats for both. Not amazing, but good.
Fair.
I still seem to think that that I think Heisman voters are kind of waiting for that other candidate who isn't Jeanty to have that huge game where they can really focus on that guy. I think Johnny Manziel in Tuscaloosa, like when he went in there in November, no one was talking about him. He goes in there in November, and it's almost like the whole award was done after that game. Remember
100%,
that?
100%.
He just went in there. He stole the moment. Okay, that's the Heisman. Like
that's exactly what I'm talking about in the month of November.
I keep wondering if that's going to happen this month, and maybe that's Jeanty. Maybe that's Jeanty that has that month, and he pulls away with this thing. It's a hell of a race. You guys, 208-424-9300. What are your thoughts on the Cloverdale Plumbing text line? We got Ryan Dinwiddie, Boise State star quarterback, now Toronto Argonauts star head coach, trying to win his second Grey Cup title in 3 years. RD on IST next.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studios, this is Ticket Traffic.